Okay. Hi, everybody. Give us a little moment while we're figuring all this stuff out right now. Obviously, the most important thing that is happening in our lives right now is the fact that a cat gave birth in our Shala garden. I wish I could, I guess I could on my phone, but if you guys gaze like lightly over to this window over here, there's a white cat and a pitch black tiny little kitten that is like a couple days old that gave birth in the Luna Shala garden, and I am having a hard time focusing on anything else. I also feel like this is a sign. I've been talking about wanting to get a cat. My husband has been fighting me. He says if you get a cat, it has to be a cat that sleeps in your bed, but I'm too allergic for that. Anyway, point of this is that animals are all around and the animal kingdom is speaking to all of us. Welcome everybody, welcome. So excited to see you here. We are live on yogagirl.com right now. We are also live for a little bit across all social media. Today is day 35 of the extension of our yoga challenge. I'm going to talk about today's theme. I am going to pick a card. We're going to talk a little bit about new moon and our journaling prompt today, which is special because it's a new moon. I'm going to try to not think about the fact that there's a baby kitten waiting for me to save her, because I think it's a girl right over there. And I also think the mommy kitten, she's just nursing her. I think she needs a break and some water and some food. Welcome everybody. So if you are joining us for the live shaking meditation, we're going to start in a couple of minutes. We're going to head over to the mat. The shaking meditation is happening on yogagirl.com only, so if you need to get your stuff in order to come over to the site, log in and all that stuff, you have some time to do that right now. You need no props for this practice. You don't even need a mat. I'm using a mat just so that I can lie down in Shavasana in the end. We will be starting off standing up to shake, and then at the very end we come all the way to the floor lying down. But on carpet, on the floor, wherever you are, like you can do this literally anywhere, and as long as you have space to lie down in the end, that's perfect. So welcome. Today's theme for our challenge is manifest, and I think this is very serendipitous and super perfect that this is our theme for today, because today is also our new moon in Taurus. It is our first new moon of this astrological year in an earth sign. We are one day after Earth Day. This is Taurus season. It's all about earth. I am gardening 24 hours a day. We are all finding different ways to really slow things down and get back to Mother Earth right now. So doing everything we can to align with that, to slow down, to get back to what's truly important. I think all of this is really aligning in all of our lives. So today's theme being manifest. We have a class up on yogagirl.com that's curated for today, and it's called Core Connection. It's by Coral Brown. It's a 35-minute class. It's a very slow and steady core class. And the reason we have that class going for today is that anytime we want to manifest or create or invite or pull in anything new into our lives, whether it's that you want to make a change in your life, you want to make a change in your habits, you want more abundance, you want to invite a relationship, you have something that you want to really manifest in your day-to-day space, we need to anchor deeply into that core part of ourselves where we know who we are, where we feel our feet steadily planted on the earth. You know, really manifesting is so much about grounding, so much about actual action. We cannot just meditate our way, kind of floating into this spacey place of just meditation or just talking about what we want to create or just spending a lot of time in our heads about it. We have to pull that manifestation process all the way into the body, where we can use our actual hands and legs, this physical space, to take action on that dream every single day. That's really what manifesting is about. We had another theme of this challenge called Dream, where we also spoke about manifestation, and we already talked about a lot in terms of wanting to create things, how it's not just about the law of attraction. We're not all in the same place to just snap our fingers and think about what we want and then be able to immediately attract that. So I want you to take today really not so much just in terms of thinking about the end result of what you're looking for, but also the journey of this life. So what kind of life is it that you want to create? Because how you go about manifesting that really has more to do with the process than it does the end result, right? So making sure that every single day of your life that you're incorporating and aligning yourself with what you want to create so you can enjoy the process of being here as you're on the way to reaching that goal, right? So it's not just about what do you want to bring in, but also what's the work and the process of how am I going to get there. So to do that, anchoring into our core is a really good place to start. Our core is where our intuition sits. It's that feeling of safety, of feeling secure and stable in this life. It's really from that place, that gut reaction, that gut place of here I am. That's where we create from. So go take that class later today if you haven't already. It's called Core Connection. It's on yourgirl.com, available for all of our subscribers. And then today for our journaling prompt. So it is a new moon in Taurus. Taurus, the bull. Taurus, slow and steady. I have all of these kind of astrology websites and blogs and social media accounts that I follow and I love to get inspiration from. The one sentence that really stuck out to me today as I was reading more about the new moon in Taurus is, I got it from Chani Nicholas's site. She's a great astrologer. If you don't know who she is, go look her up. And she wrote, "There is no rushing a bull, but what a Taurus builds is built to last." I want to read that again because I feel like it's so, so true. There is no rushing a bull, but what a Taurus builds is built to last. Meaning that right now in this new moon in Taurus, you have the opportunity to plant really sustainable, patient, long-term seeds. To really sit down and think about, what is it that I want to create in my life long-term? Perhaps in connection to this pandemic right now, like we have this kind of big cycle that we're in. This is a weird chapter of our lives, but we are going to move through and we are going to end up in a brand new place. So what do you want your life to look like on the other end of this? What do you want to birth into existence? What kind of rebirth do you want to have at the end of this, all of this weirdness? So planting those seeds right now, not looking for that swift, immediate, instant gratification, immediate results, but really thinking about this long term. So this season really is more about making small steps, moving toward that great big goal than trying to accomplish everything at once, right? It's really being patient, it's really slowing down, listening to the body, grounding the body. And so many of us are doing that all day long. Like so many of us are baking and cooking and gardening and meditating, and we're on the couch a lot. You know, we are really in a place where I think we have more abilities actually right now, or more opportunities maybe to actually slow down because we are stuck at home. So trying to fully align that with some sort of creation, right? So we're not just on the couch all month long or all year long, but that we have those little action items that we can take every day to take us toward what we actually want to create long term. So today for our journaling prompt, I have a journaling prompt that's really more of a door opener into you being able to sit down and have a full new moon ceremony today. I love to do new moon and full moon ceremonies outside. I like to do them in the nighttime, so when the moon is higher in the sky. You probably won't be able to see her at all today because the sky is going to be really, really dark. But having some sort of ceremony where you can sit down, journal on what you are creating, what are your intentions for this new moon. Perhaps you can even get a little more detailed around those things that you want to manifest right now. Bring with you any kind of incense, any crystals, anything sacred to you. Perhaps you have a little yoga practice that you want to connect with that. And then meditating fully on what those intentions are. So just a little ceremony. Like it can be something as simple as taking 5 minutes, light a candle, journal, and then you're done, right? So it doesn't have to be this big woo-woo thing either. It's really getting clear on what you want. That's what today's practice is about. And the prompt is, what do I truly want out of life? What do I truly want out of life? So what do you really, really, really want? What is it that you truly want out of life? And are you living a life right now that's aligned with where you want to be? Or are you living a life right now that's aligned only with where you want to leave, right? Or what you want to leave behind? So taking today, give yourself a moment for that ceremony to contemplate this, journal on this, meditate on this, maybe talk about it with your spouse or a partner or a friend today. It's a fun conversation to have. Like, this is my reality right now, but hey, this is what I want, right? And maybe those things are totally different. Well, how can you start living and taking action today to get you to that place of being able to live the kind of life that you truly want? Especially now where so much has shifted for so many of us. We have seen old things fall apart and crumble altogether. Perhaps there is something good that you can pull out of the rubble of that, right? Perhaps in that falling apart of things, we can rebuild something stronger, something that aligns more with who we actually are and what we actually want out of this life. So I am excited today. I'm excited for this. Tech support. Little reminder from tech support that everyone who's joining us on yogagirl.com, we are about to head over to do our shaking practice today. Huh? Yes, everyone who is not on yogagirl.com to head over there, because that's where this actual physical practice is. And the cool thing about our shaking practice today, so a bunch of you guys participated in the shaking practice. I don't know what day it was. I think it was several weeks ago, and I'm not exaggerating. This challenge has literally been going on for 35 days. It is crazy. We did a shaking practice already. I think it was in the first week. It was pretty early in this challenge. And I heard from so many of you who had your first ever shaking experience, who really was able to tap into this beautiful place of releasing something. So if you've never done a shaking meditation before, shaking is a primal reaction. All mammals shake. Like the cat over there with her little baby kitten, like they shake. You've seen dogs whenever they get up from a nap, whenever they're shifting into a new environment, you know, they shake literally to shake it off. All mammals shake to go from one place to the other, right? To enter into the next moment, to literally shake off whatever stagnant energy was there or whatever fear they might have experienced in any kind of threatening situation. Human beings generally shake involuntarily in moments of extreme cold. We shake, and in moments of intense fear, we shake. It is this primal reaction. And by putting the body into a voluntary place of shaking, where we are actually consciously shaking the body, it's a beautiful place to settle the central nervous system, to really calm the nervous system down. So if we have been stuck in a bit of fight or flight, or if we've been stuck with some kind of fear, stuck in a thinking pattern, stuck on a problem, stuck in our bodies, whatever has been stagnant and stuck in our lives, a shaking meditation will put you in the vibration of releasing. And especially if you've never done this kind of practice before, it's like your whole being yearns to let go. It is so fucking true. Your whole being yearns to put heavy things down. We don't want to walk around carrying all of this baggage with us every day of our lives. We don't want to walk around with all of these wounds, all of these old narratives and stories and negative things and judgments. Like, we're done with that. And on some level, we can realize here that, yeah, I don't want to carry this with me. This is old. It's done with. It's heavy. It's not who I am anymore. But because we have set those tracks in our thinking patterns, we've literally wired our brains throughout our whole entire lives to think that way, to act that way, to respond that way. It's super hard to shift and change. And that's why we have to also invite the body as, I think, the most important tool when it comes to actually changing those patterns and those pathways. And shaking is like the number one way to go about that, literally. If you've ever done any kind of trauma healing work, there's something called TRE, or trauma release exercises, which is different than this, but it's one of the most successful ways to actually have the body and the central nervous system rid itself of the energy of trauma. Like, we can be stuck in that fight or flight that happens with a trauma, when a trauma comes our way. We can be stuck in that place our whole lives, right? We can be in a place of actual shock and still manage to make it through our lives somehow. And we can talk about it, we can go to therapy, we can explain what happened, we can go through that kind of talk space. But until we get to a place where we can actually invite the body to also let go of what happened, we're not going to see a huge change and shift in our lives. So when we shake today, you might find that some emotion comes your way. If it does, beautiful. If it does, really beautiful. Trusting that whatever comes up is what's meant to come up and what's meant to come out. Whatever surfaces for you is what you are ready to process, what you are ready to release. If you feel like crying, cry. If you feel like screaming, scream. If you feel like yelling, yell. If you feel like howling or hollering or shouting something out, do that. Verbalize, vocalize whatever is stuck here to help that process of releasing and letting go. So I'll explain the beginning of the shake as I move over to the mat in a second, but I'm so excited for this. It is important today for this practice that you have the music. Actually, very important. So if you don't have your music together yet, take now to do that while I shuffle and pull the card. So if you are on a computer watching this right now on the site, you can literally open Spotify either in a browser or on the Spotify application on your computer and have Spotify play in the background as you're listening to me guiding this shake. But you will definitely need some music. I'm wondering, should we have music in here? No. Okay, he's shaking his head. He's like, no music. But it is important that we have music, because music is really what puts us in the vibration of shaking, of following the flow of that, and of letting go. And we can't play music here and also have you hear me at the same time. So get your music together, okay? It's going to be hard without music, all right? Any questions you have about music, you can put them in the comment section, and the Yoga Girl team will answer and help guide you guys. Okay. So the playlist, of course, it's called Shake, and it's on the Yoga Girl Spotify. So go to Spotify, search Yoga Girl, and then you'll find the playlist right at the top. It's called Shake. And we'll do that little 3, 2, 1 thing on the mat where we sync our playlists together. Okay? And I love that we are shaking along with all of our animals, all of this primal stuff happening, along with this mama cat literally nursing her baby like outside this shala right now. We are so in tune with the earth right now. I really feel it. I am attracting all sorts of wildlife into my life. I feel like because we are all so in tune with the earth. So this is a special new moon for all of us. It's a special day for all of us. It's a special moment for you to be able to release and let go of whatever you are done with. Whatever you're done with. So we're going to take today to do that. Spotify link, if you don't have it, it's in the description of this live on yogagirl.com. So literally just go to the live on yogagirl.com. You'll see the description and the link to the playlist is there. So just click on that and it will open in a new browser. Check. Copy paste. Copy paste it. Okay. Copy paste the link. Hey, do you want to pick our card today? You look so cute in your mustache. Wait, we gotta shuffle. Okay, so you want to shuffle?
But you're shuffling.
Okay, I'll shuffle first, and then you can split it, and then you can pull a card. Okay, you guys. So we're gonna close our eyes. We have a very special guest helping us to channel a card from the universe today, Mr. Tech Support Mustache Man, Baby Daddy Dennis Schoneveld himself. So wherever you are in this now, we'll go ahead and close the eyes and take a moment to shuffle the deck as we align with this vibration of inviting in what we truly, truly want out of this life. And remembering that to actually have space to manifest what we want, we need to let go of some things that are in the way. So if you know already that you have this big obstacle that's hard for you to overcome, or if you know you have this pattern in your life in how you think or how you judge or how you treat yourself, if you have a relationship that feels stagnant, where something is broken, you have some situation in your past and you want to let that go, you have that big place of pain inside and you're done with it. You're done with it. You've done so much journaling on it, so much talking about it, therapy about it, contemplating it. You're done, right? So let's give the body the signal that you're done. Let's tell the body that you're done and invite the body to actually be able to release along with the mind, right? Along with our idea of this experience. So we release on all levels. We make space in the mind, we make space in our hearts, and we make space in the body. So we have a beautiful progression of practices today, shaking everything out to let go and release. And then being able to sit down under the new moon to journal on and have a full ceremony on what kind of seeds we want to sow for this new cycle of our lives. Let's take a deep breath. Open the mouth. Okay, you have to come into the screen. Let's see what kind of animal Dennis is aligned with. So you can split it if you want. You can pick a card, any card.
How many times can I split it?
You can split it however many you want.
Should I do like a casino shuffle?
No.
No?
What do you mean a casino shuffle?
Oh, I don't know.
You can shuffle however you want. This is your moment. But I think if you take it.
One flew out.
One flew out. Maybe that's your card. Does it feel like your card?
I don't think any of them feels like my card. All of them tells me.
Okay,
good
pick
things.
one, and then we'll save the one that flew out.
Okay, let's see. Big money.
Is this the most important decision you've made of your life?
Yeah.
That's it?
Mm. Have you guys had that before?
Never.
No?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Mine is bad.
Okay, so Dennis picked the Stingray card, and the Vulture card flew out of the deck. Let's focus on Stingray, shall we? Okay, Stingray, this is a new card. Funny that you're picking water cards. I have not picked any water cards that I can remember. We are getting like almost only air cards and earth cards.
Water, supposedly.
Huh?
All water.
You are Cancer Moon. You are very watery. Dennis told me yesterday, I think I'm a very emotional person. I said, yes, I agree. I agree. We can relate everything to astrology too. Okay, Stingray. This is cool. Developing confidence, sense of self, or spine. Are you listening? This is important. The Stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. Are we not all at a pivotal point in our personal growth? The moment has come when the Stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it is inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again as the force of Dharma growing within the Stingray is too strong to ignore.
I don't even know what any of those things mean.
When in balance, the Stingray is eager and wants to grow. When out of balance, the Stingray blames others and quits.
We should just start with that.
Are you not relating this to veganism right now? I so am. To bring into balance, move through the discomfort. Oh my God, you guys, this new moon card, is there a bigger new moon card than this? Developing confidence, sense of self, or spine. It represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the Stingray must decide between the old and the new. Oh my God. Okay, well, this is all of us. This is me. This is you. Dennis thinks all of this is so woo-woo and new agey, but it's so true.
I didn't say that.
Okay, you guys, are you ready to shake? I'm ready to shake. So let's move over to our mats. Make sure you have your playlists ready. I'm just taking some oil because it was available. If you don't have Spotify, that's why. If we could have some music playing here, like a little bit.
But it won't be in sync with other people.
It won't be in sync with anybody. So that's okay. If you don't have music right now, what you will do is that you will breathe and you will shake anyway. That's it. You'll breathe and you'll shake anyway. It's only a 12-minute shake, so it's not that long. You'll breathe and you'll shake anyway. Shake in whatever way feels good to your body. And just listen to the sound of my voice. If you have the music, you crank that shit high. Okay. Okay, wait. Oh, I gotta say bye to Instagram. We're going to yogagirl.com and Facebook. Yogagirl.com. That's where the action is at. Okay.